Hello and welcome back to round 6 of the Sinquefield Cup. And as you can see, we have a very special guest in the studio, Dr. Paula Knight, who is the Superintendent of Schools in the Jennings School District. And you are a staunch advocate for the Scholastic Chess Initiative.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and tell us, how is the school year going? And tell us about your school district.
Yeah, so the school year is off to a really, really good start. So we're at that time of year where we are coasting into the holiday season. So, right, everyone has on their wings, we're coasting. But to start out this year, this was probably one of the smoothest starts that we had to this school year.
Right.
You know, I'm going into my third year as the superintendent, and oftentimes the research says third year for superintendents, you can kind of start seeing everything fall into place.
Okay.
And so, so we've had a really good year. Really good
How
year.
many kids are in the Jennings School District?
Approximately 2,500.
Wow.
2,500. Really, really super proud of the fact that, you know, we've expanded early childhood, so we're getting kids as early as 3 years old.
Okay.
And they are going to school, and they're in school all day. Every single day. So so we're growing. So just growing the district and just really getting out here and getting back on the map.
And in the school district, how many get exposure to the chess
Oh my
curriculum?
goodness. The program has touched hundreds of kids. And that's the whole intent, right?
Right, of course.
That
That's what
is
it's
the
all
intent.
about, as
And
we
then
see.
starting early,
Right.
getting them in early, early exposure. And you don't have to be afraid of chess. And sometimes, you know, you hear people say, oh my gosh, when it comes to chess, I don't know how to play.
Right.
But when you expose children early and having a consistent plan of exposure
Right.
goes a long way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you see some of the B-roll there.
Yeah, you can see some of the children learning chess there. I mean, this is such a wonderful sight to see. But, well, recently a research study was completed in your district about how chess positively impacts your students. What were the key takeaways from the study?
The key takeaways, two big takeaways. The first one was mathematics and the ability to solve problems. And so that's critical thinking. And that's what chess really, you know, instills within the player, you know, how to take your time and think. And within mathematics, when they take their assessment every year, there's a lot of word problems where they have to really think through the problem. And then the second is the discipline infractions. We've seen our discipline infractions go down. They've almost plummeted.
Right.
Because, you know, with chess, it also teaches kids how to regulate themselves, that self-regulation, and to take their time and to, you know, self-discipline. And those are the key takeaways. And kids are coming to school every day, right? So, you know, when we talk about coming to school, we talk about teaching and learning. They're in school, especially on the days they know they have chess.
Exactly.
And so it has, yes, and so it has gone through the roof when we talk about our attendance. But it's been phenomenal.
Well, that's a
Wonderful.
very unexpected takeaway for me, actually, that it certainly impacted on the attendance rates.
Absolutely,
No,
absolutely.
I always used chess as a treat. I raised in Seattle, Washington, and I went to Meany Middle School and Garfield High School, and I was actually a chess teacher at the Meany Middle School, and the kids came. And for me, one of the things that was really wonderful about chess and introducing chess to kids was it forced them to read. Because in chess, you have to write down your moves. And then, you know, I want to beat Jovi, so I'll go get a chess book, and I would read the chess book to try to get ahead and learn a trick or two
Fascinating.
that maybe she didn't know. So for me, chess was a real treat in the reading, writing era.
It's fascinating.
Areas.
I love it. I love it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for
wait,
joining. Oh,
I
sorry, you have one more
I
question,
do have
please.
one more question.
You're not getting away, Dr. Knight. Not
sorry.
about it.
I'm here as long as you need me. This is what I love.
Because we do have the Strategy Across the Board Gala coming up on December the 2nd,
Yes.
which supports the Scholastic Chess Initiative. And what does it mean to have such a support for your students?
Yeah, so, this is almost personal for me, right? Because when we're talking about children, Black children, who come from varying economic backgrounds, it's important to always expose and to expose early. And with the gala, it shows that there is a continuation of support within our district, so much so that we're able to possibly look at expanding.
Right.
I have really been a staunch proponent of girls in chess,
Right.
black girls in chess, boys, black boys. And so this gives us the opportunity, it tells me the community is behind school districts in ensuring that chess doesn't go anywhere. Chess is here to stay, right? And that we can have chess. It doesn't have to be after school. It's part of our instructional day, and we can continue that same pattern. And so with the gala, and seeing hundreds of people come out and support, it tells me that they are indeed supporting school districts to ensure that this, it's not an initiative. This is a fabric of what we do when we offer chess.
And there we have it on our screen, that Saturday, December 2nd, here in the Central West End. We will be having that very special gala, and it's our big fundraising event for the schools, as you said.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Beautifully said there. Thank you very much, Dr. Knight, for joining us here in the studio and talking about how chess impacts in your scholastic district.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again. And here are our standings as we are in round